Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with Diva D. How you doing? This is going to be my Beyond the Gates recap from May the 5th through the 9th. Now, again, this show was preempted for soccer. Now, who watches soccer in America? CBS is an American company last time I checked, and we rarely watch soccer. Hell, we don't even allow football to interrupt our stories. Football comes on Sundays, the Super Bowl. But you decided that you want to interrupt our stories with a sport that has become more famous over the years thanks to David Beckham. But don't interrupt my stories with it. I mean, it's worldwide, yes. Take it over there to your international channel. Don't be putting it on our United States CBS broadcast. I see what the fuck I see. Now, we go down to the house, right? And Eva is evil. I would say evil, but that's what they call Eva. But well, you know, Leslie has so many names, she could be an Eva too. Is Eva really Eva's name? Do we know? So Leslie's at the mansion and she's going over her speech. I belong to this family. My daughter belongs to this family. And what Ted did to me was nothing short of awful. And then the girls in the background chimed in, not awful. You're a vile woman, says Martin. You will never be a part of this family. Okay, stop right there. What the hell is she over at Leslie in them house? She should be down in Nicole in them house because she's not a Dupree. Eva is not a Dupree. Last time I checked, if she was a Dupree, then Nicole and she would be messing with her husband, which would be her brother cousin or something. They're not related. So what was the point of this? Because he married into the family, I guess. Child bye. So Eva and Kat meet. And then they have the blow up. You hate me, don't you? No, I don't hate you. I despise you. I despise you and your awful mother. Nicole and Ted, they meet. I don't even know you anymore. Come on, baby. Don't you see? I made a mistake. You are my life. Baby, when I tell you I have heard this conversation from these cheating mofos that I have dated in my past, for some reason, when you are the main chick, those are the words that you hear. Nicole tells Ted, there's a stranger in my house. It took a while to figure out. There's no way you can be who you say you are. You got to be someone else. Because he don't touch me like that. And he wouldn't treat me like you do. You took my boy over there and you slept with that woman. And she was feeding him brownies. Stranger in my house. How dare you? You were screwing this woman and you were buttering up my child in the process. And then she comes into our home and weaponizes her child. So Martin, we're back at the mansion and Martin says, what do you think you're going to gain from this, Miss Waitress? Oh, brownie man. Don't be so mean. You're going to treat your auntie like that? Stop. Right there. Now, a lot of people took this here for literally when she said auntie. Who the hell knows what's going on with her and her mental illness? Because the way she about to jump out that building just to prove a point to Nicole, it's no telling what she would do. I think she was saying, auntie, come on, y'all. Have you ever gone with your cheating father? Only a person who has experienced that would know. Sometimes the women are called an auntie. And he probably was saying, you know, because they were friends, he was probably having Martin call her Auntie Leslie. So Danny says, "Girl, I know you didn't come over here with your bitch ass." Nah, she didn't say all that, but I got to throw my own juice on it. What corner of hell vomited you up? Now, she did say that. Then Anita says, "Coming over here, being smug and condescending." What about Nicole? Did you ever think about her? And then Leslie's like, "Well, this is all Ted's fault. Everything is Ted's fault. Everything." So Ted and Nicole continue to talk. They say, "You are smug and condescending. How dare you?" And Ted is like, "But Nicole, you are my life, my connection to the sun. There's no darkness that we can overcome. You are my raindrop, high above the sea. You and sunlight and those that created thee. Baby, I'm so proud to be your man. You throw away all the confusion and you make me understand that I am in love with you. You set me free. I can't do this thing called life without you here with me because I'm dangerously in love with you. How dare you, you smug piece of ish, come into my home and think that you could talk to me while my body was betraying me. You were out screwing that deranged woman." Hey, and I'm desperately trying to give you the baby that I couldn't produce. Miscarriage after miscarriage. Did you grieve them? Did you grieve those babies that we lost like I did? But no, you were over there breaking it down in the bedroom with another woman. Did you love her? Did you love her? No, don't answer that question. Were there others? No, don't answer that question. I don't even want to know. Here I am at the doctor's office when it was time for my annual appointments saying, "No, don't check me for the gonorrhea or the syphilis because I don't have anything, Mr. Monogamy." Yeah. Well, girl, let me tell you. Just let me tell you, girl. You can never, ever, ever put no trust like that in no man. How could I have thought you were different? I am sitting over here pitying my friends, my sister, even thinking about Bill's betrayal. And here you were doing the same thing. But Nicole, I didn't know about Eva. Of course you didn't. But you told that scumbag Bill to handle the problem. Then we get to Martin. Martin is throwing books everywhere. Here comes poor Smitty in the midst of him throwing books. Pow, 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 books everywhere. He's so hurt. But Smitty's like, "Hold up. Don't you understand, Martin? This is my family too. Don't close me out." Which is what Martin does a lot, by the way. That Negro right there, I don't care what kind of pain he's going through. I don't care if he was a little brownie boy. I don't care. He gets on my nerves. And this all brings together what Leslie was doing when she ran up on them. "Hey, I just decided I'd give you a brownie." Now we know. Again, I am in soap opera world, has been in soap opera world since I was a young child. Tender, raw, at the tender age that I can remember, probably 3-4 years old, probably before that. I know Barnabas Collins. Do you know Barnabas Collins? So I know soap operas, okay? And I'm going to stick with my original theory. I am not going to deviate from my original theory. I honestly believe that Eva is Nicole's child. I'm going to stick with that. Then we get to Eva and Nicole, Eva and Kat again. And there's Kat. How dare you? You despicable. The only thing that we have in common, or do we have in common, is my father. Well, Nicole, I have proof. He is my father. Here's the proof. So the only thing we share is DNA. Because you're a despicable, vile, evil son of a, like your mama. How dare you guys come in here? There you were, deciding to throw a party. I mean, even demanding that you be in charge of a party for my parents. A moment that was supposed to be spectacular. A moment when my father was supposed to be showing great love for my mother, and then you and your vile ass mama come in here with your bullshit. How dare you? And then you think I'm supposed to do what? Love you? Treat you like a sister? Treat you like a member of this family? When you had all the time in the world to tell me the truth. But Kat, Kat, you always hated me. You did. And you Eve. You're no different than your Looney Tune tick tick boom ass mama. You're no different. What did you want besides money? I didn't want any money. Trust me. You would have the love that I didn't have growing up. All I had was my mother's words. My mother's words. She told me that said, throw us away like garbage. And then I got to know Ted and Nicole, and I loved them. You love them? You do. You don't love anybody but yourself. Now I have to go home and help my mother get past all of this. All this mess and this spectacle that you tried to come up with. I'm out. And she goes home. Knock, 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 knock. The chain is on the door. Eva is locked out. And there's her mom sitting back drinking or sipping on wine. Mama didn't open the damn door. That's why, again, I'm going to stick with my original thoughts and my original plan and say that that's Nicole's child. Boop, 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 boop. Next thing we know, Ted goes to see Bill. We're going to get the truth. Haley's over there in her Shangri-La, living good, living off the Dupree money and the Dupree, excuse me. It takes a lot to be dramatic. And living off the Dupree money and Bill's indiscretions that he had himself. Feeling smug. And the episode goes off with amazing. Hey, 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 and great. And that is Anita singing Amazing Grace. Kat tells Eva, you're dead to me. She goes to her mother while her mother's in a ball, in a shell on the couch. Ted is upset. He's at the hotel and he decides to drink his problems away. And Eva is still knocking at the door saying, Mama, Mama. Yo, mama! Sounding just like that lady from Imitation of Life when she thought she had a meal to her mama because she died of a broken heart because she wasn't claiming her because she was a Negro. Yeah, same thing. Now let's get on into Tuesday's episode. So Tuesday episode come on and Eva goes to Nicole's house. She said she's gonna pick up her things and Nicole comes in the door. She says, "What the hell are you doing in here?" "I just came to get my things. I really did love you." And she picks up the Febreze that's strategically placed on the desk. Y'all, when I tell y'all that I'm so tired of seeing Tide and Febreze being represented on this show, of course they are the damn, what's the name? What you call them? Sponsors. But we know how sponsorship works. You do it at the end of the show in true soap opera form. Don't you remember at the end of Guiding Light? Guiding Light is being sponsored by, and then they start naming everything. Dawn dishwashing liquid, Bounty paper towel, the Quicker Picker Upper, and don't forget Palmolive. It's soft on hands but hard on dishes. You remember those? At the end of the show, not in the middle of the show. Damn commercials on the damn show irritates me because I grew up in a time when you couldn't do that. Ted, we go to see Anita and Mr. Dupree are sitting on the couch and she's going through the albums and she's like, "What are you doing?" And when I tell y'all, Mr. Dupree reminds me of, and y'all with me, do y'all watch Wednesday? Or the Addams Family? He reminds me of Mr. Addams because he's full of compliments. You know how, "Oh, my buttercup. Oh, my delicious, my love. You remind me of a sweet, tender, gentle rose." And so he tells her, instead of talking about Nicole, "You were stunning that day, baby. You know that. You were stunning at that wedding." It just so happens that both our damn son-in-laws are assholes. Well, he said scumbags, but you know what that means. That means asshole in TV language. And we get to Haley and Ted. Now remember, Haley and Bill. Now remember, Ted has gone over, well, all of them are together because, you know, Haley gonna come down there and be a little short stack missile for Ted, for Bill. You can't say, don't you dare say nothing bad about Bill's. You better not say nothing bad about my husband in my presence. Even though he's a scumbag, like they said he is. Ted comes over and let me remind y'all that you would think that Haley, being the little young tenderoni that she is, would be a little bit more sexy. And just for me, Bill and Nicole, Bill and Haley have no chemistry. Kat and Tomas meets. And then she's like, "Tomas, Eva was really evil. She was up to no good, and this is one time I wish I wasn't right." "Well, what did Eva do, Kat?" Kat, who's not giving him any CAT, Kat. That cat is holding on to that stuff, ain't she, that cat? I don't want you to speak to Eva, but yes, I found out that she is my relative. She's your sister, half sister. Then we get to Leslie's ass. She over there dreaming of Ted. Oh, they kissing now, like they did, I guess, when they made Eva, allegedly. And then it was all a dream. I used to read Word of a magazine. So, as Eva is walking out the house, here comes Daddy. Boop, 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 boop. "Nicole, what is this foul human being doing in your house?" I just came to get my things. How dare you darken my sister's doorstep? Hold up, Danny. I got this help. Oh, don't worry. I know you do. But I got her. I can't help it if I don't feel bad in this moment. But listen to me. This is not my fault. I didn't have any idea what my mother was up to. I didn't know that I didn't know that I was going to end up loving you. Well, I suggest you leave, says Danny. Get out of my sister's home right now. And then that's when Danny tells Nicole, we did receive the proof because that garbage came to mom and dad's house. Chelsea goes to see Grants. And she says, Grants, Chelsea makes me sick, by the way. I just want to know what else Dad had up his sleeve. These damn spoiled ass children. I mean, of course they're acting like rich spoiled and rich black, but I think Kat gets on people's nerves more than anybody because Kat is, she's so snobby with her. Bill, he's over there. He can't help but to remember his part in things, and he's wondering, maybe if he went too far. But see, the thing about it is, he's telling Ted, you told me to handle it, I did. Now, before I go, I don't know if I told the part about when Leslie got ready to walk out that she had done her soliloquy, and Anita said, no, you don't just get to walk out. And he said, be still. That took, that made the Christians go wild because they recall, that part in the Bible where it said, peace be still. And then she shuts everything off with amazing grace. Now, I can only imagine if, one of these black people come on this show and show their African spirituality and reject Christianity. Now, that would be interesting. Well, in slavery, see, because on every show, the black people are extra Christian. Think about Florida Evans and what's not. But if they were just not extra Christian, if somebody had an awakening and an epiphany and said, oh, okay, since we were enslaved people, Christianity wasn't a part of our traditional beliefs until we were enslaved. And it was a part of the thing that kept us enslaved, which is a good reason as to why they introduced us to this religion. And before I go on to as well, it has been introduced in a group that I'm in on Facebook. The indigenous people of this country have also started back embracing their spirituality. One indigenous person told a Caucasian person, I am not Christian. I am everything that the earth is. The sun, the light, the stars, the moon. I'm connected with all of that. And then you brought your God here and you destroyed my country through him. God is everything. Darkness, lightness, love, light. What she say? She's male, female. You gave God a gender. Boy, she went deep with it. But back to the show. We still on Thursday's episode. And so Bill is, oh, well, I thought I had buried everything. Now, Bill is running in his mind all the things and all the secrets that he has buried for the Duprees plus Ted in the past. And he's wondering, oh, maybe I should, find somebody to help me take care of this. So he, of course, he about to get in touch with Smitty. And that's going to cause him to reevaluate what's going on. He gonna think about his loyalties and where his loyalties should lie. Well, first of all, you had no business going around there hiding that lady baby. Now, she told you she was pregnant, but she didn't tell Ted. Now, why didn't you tell Ted about Eve? So Eva goes over to her dad's house, and I remember at the top of the episode, she goes over there and tells, I have no place else to go. And he lets her in, and she tells him all about the history and how she got to the place where she was and hating him and all that stuff. And so Ted tells her, I want to get to know you. You are my family. And whatever goes on from here on out, I want it to be civil and peaceful. I'll give you a room for the night, and then I'm going to find you somewhere to stay. Now, just remember, anything that happens to him going forward is his fault. But he is indeed a plastic surgeon. So a plastic surgeon, last time I checked, made plenty of money and don't really need Dupree money or their status. So I prefer if they be realistic about these doctors and stuff and let us know that doctors really have their own, instead of playing it up like Bill and Ted both need the Duprees. They probably needed them as a leg up. They already had those legs. So Nicole goes to see her mom and dad, and they try to soothe her and be there for her in the same way that Danny, that they were for Danny. Although Danny was a little more rambunctious, wouldn't you say? So, so let's get to Friday's episode as they try to come up with plans to handle the fallout of this situation. Now, really, and truly, for me, I would, if I was on the Dupree side of the family, I would handle Leslie like this. Yes, you slept with an in-law, you made a baby with an in-law that really technically has nothing to do with us. This is not my grandchild. This would be the same thing as if Andre, they found out about Andre and Danny. That's the same relation. Right? So, and then Nicole actually raised Andre, and then Danny actually saw him as a nephew figure, unlike Eva. Now, we get to Friday's episode, we have Naomi calling her a newfound cousin, and how we going to deal with all this fallout about the newfound cousin. Then you have this stupid storyline about the lady, the unhoused lady that lives under the bridge. I hope this all comes together soon so we can understand what would be this purpose. Now, I do understand on soap operas we do have to have side stories. We can't just concentrate on that one storyline that's more interesting. I know that. But it just seems like this is a hodgepodge of mess thrown together at this point, because even with Tomas and Kat, Tomas lets Kat know that he really viewed Eva as a friend. And when it came back on, instead of it coming back on with Kat talking to her mom and while she was wrapped up in that ball, I would have liked to hear some dialogue on that myself. But so Kat walks in and she sees Tomas comforting Eve. So back at the diner, here come David and Goliath. Derek and Ashley. Y'all, when I tell you that these two make my skin crawl, I don't know why these characters are so annoying for me. And anyway, June comes in, and Naomi had gotten her a home or whatever, and she decides she wants to escape the home, go back under the bridge. A lot of unhoused, politically correct, unhoused people do that now. For some reason, they just have a tendency to love, where they came from. And that's okay for me. I understand, having a connection to your roots per se. Now, a lot of people theorize that June is going to be Haley's mom. Wouldn't that be good though? That'll get Haley something else to do besides running up and pressing up the bill all the time and taking care of his problems and talking about the Dupree's child. And just talk about our own mama hell. Somebody else. I think it should be another family that comes in. It's several families on Young and the Restless. You have the Chancellors, you have the Winters, the Abbotts, the Newmans. And on All My Children, you had the Canes, you had the what was Brooks' last name? I can't think of Brooks' last name. But Brooks people, the doctors, the lawyers, the I didn't say the Quartermains over there on General Hospital. You had the Quartermains, the whatever son his last name. I don't watch General Hospital. What was son? The Corinthos. I mean, just more than one central family. And that way, like I said, Haley can get on to other subjects besides Dupree's. And so, Vanessa finally goes to see Nicole, and Nicole says to her, maybe if I had done what you do, then I probably wouldn't be in this predicament. I won't be as hurt. You don't allow yourself to get hurt. And Vanessa's like, yeah, but there's no doubt in my mind of the love that, you and Ted share. And that's true. You know what I'm saying? There we go with the excuses, right? That men are going to be men and whatever, and that allows them to get off the hook. Because we know doggone well Ted to be out the door. Had that been Nicole, she know him. It just is what it is. Double standard is there. But I do believe that Ted loves his wife. I do believe that. Eva is still ostracized by her mother. Or so we think the person is her mother. Bill, remember Smitty on the last episode, Smitty went to see Bill. And, Smitty knows he's up to something. You know how it is, like he has something on Smitty. You know how you want to keep things on the wrap. You know how it was when you working for the newspaper. And then Smitty's like, yeah, now I get it. You want something from me. And I'm still trying to figure out if Martin knows that Bill has a hidden agenda and a hidden secret for him. I'm not sure. It's not really clear. Then see, that's another thing. They talking these riddles, and you have to figure things out. But it's a normal thing and so for you to talk in these riddles, but at the same time, you can sort of more so glean as to what is about to happen and figure it out. And I think it may be a situation where us normal, because I'm hearing a lot of people say this in their recap, but it may be a situation where we're at the point where we just want things to kind of speed up and we're going by how other soap operas operate. But we're giving them these formulas in order so that they can move the story along so they won't be criticized for these little minor details that we're seeing that, other soap operas probably just did it in the beginning as well. Now, as Tomas is comforting Eva, when Kat walks in, she's just standing there surprised. Naomi is determined to save June for some reason, and this is all at the encouragement of her husband, which is weird. And Leslie uses the codes where Nicole thinks that because she asked Danny and Vanessa to just let her be. Danny goes to see Bill, and she, tells him about, why did you do this to my sister? Why were you hiding these things from me? We were married. But should you be surprised? Should you be surprised? Remember, y'all don't even know whatever the secret is that they have on Mark. That's something mom and daddy done cooked up. Cause she tells him, what other secrets are you hiding there? Bill just stands there. Yeah, you got a right to get them off of you if you want to. That's all up to you. Cause you said you were tired of the pre-drama. You can easily get them off of you. And so at the end of the episode, and this is at the end of Friday's episode, no, Eva is coming into herself. She's, began to understand that things are not going to be as rosy as her mother tried to make them out to be. But at the same time, she is giving headway with Ted. I mean, maybe she needs, the thing about it is, and that's another thing I would love to see. I would love to see her attempt to smooth things over with Martin. It's always Cat. It's always Cat. Well, Cat don't like her. She never did. So we don't know what the interaction would be like between her and Martin. At least I don't think I saw it. Maybe it was on those 2 preempted episodes. Shout out to the preemptions. And so that is what it is on there. But the episode ends with Leslie basically breaking into Nicole's home. She thinks she's about to get her some DoorDash or something. And here she comes. Oh, how the hell did you get in here? Oh, I used Eva's clothes. Well, I must get those changed immediately. Now, it ain't no way in hell that you can make me believe that Eva gave her those codes. Now, on the upcoming episodes, I saw where Kat is using her detective skills again, because she's the Velma of the show. And isn't that her name for Scooby-Doo? Velma? Yeah. She using her Scooby-Doo Velma mystery skills, and and she figures out that Eva was the one who ran Laura off the rope. It seems like that Leslie is going to let that lie slide again. Why is she still confronting Leslie? Let the real grown-up handle this. I know that Kat is an adult, but she's so childlike in her behavior, so Paris Hilton-ish, if you will. It almost seems, and Paris and her feet are damn near in their 40s, but it seemed like with the house all talking and all that, I'm pretty and I wear nice eyelashes and my hair is always done. That type, it makes them more childlike in some ways, in which, Hillary Banks is, if you will. And that's why with the spinoff or the reimagined Bel-Air, I like the way they let Hillary be more mature, an adult, more responsible, if you will. And come on in. That's going to end that. Bill is up to his old tricks. Ted wants to get back in with Nicole. And by the way, we're going to see the new Ted sometimes either this week or next week. Womp, 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 womp. And I think the problem with me, because guys, look beyond the gates, people. We understand that in soap opera, because that's the thing they keep saying. Well, they do in the soap operas all the time. They replace people all the time. We get that. This damn early, I don't recall. The man hadn't been on the damn show but 5 minutes. And we are just now, especially as content creators, are just now getting used to the characters as it is. And then their names. And then all of a sudden, you bring in somebody playing the role different. It's a transition that has to take place when these people come in and play different roles like that. But that just is what it is on there. And with that, I'm going to close. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. You can send me a Cash App to keep this channel alive, because we are struggling over here. We need things. We need the things. We need the same things that other content creators that you contribute to need over here. I need my cameras, my lights, camera, action. I want to go live again. I want to be on the camera. I want you to see my new teeth. Just jokes, people, for real, for real. I do want to go live too. I had to stop going live because I was having a little issue with my bottom teeth. I was like, I would see those teeth. They be true for real on camera. But I had always had intention to get them fixed. Anyway, but being on camera motivated me even more. That I'm going to close. As I do when I close, I'm going to turn them up. Deuces. That's Beyond the Gates. Contribute to the channel. And I'm out.